So I know people who want to get into riding either one, disregard the initial price that it actually takes to get started, or two, they kind of just find out halfway through shopping that it's a little too much, and either they, decide they're gonna kind of go in their own way, skip out on some things, I don't know, put it on finance, whatever people like to do, right? Either get it or not get it. I knew that it was going to be some kind of, investment to start up. I kind of gave myself like $1,000 budget, literally. When someone asked me like, where'd you even come up with that number? Like, on my butt. Like, no rhyme or reason, right? I just figured $1,000. I mean, that kind of seemed good for getting gear, and probably could start up on a bike, this and that. Disregarding the bike entirely, right? Because I'm thinking everything that's needed to ride minus the bike. Because the bike, I mean, it's kind of like a car in the sense that, you can do like financing and stuff like that, and which, that's the route that I did take with it. So, I mean, I already considered that. So I wasn't thinking about too much about the price of the bike. I mean, yes, that was a factor in it. I mean, I'll just say it. I paid $5,900 out the door for it. Obviously, I could have financed a $15,000, 20. I mean, like a car, right? I could have financed that much amount for the bike, but I knew I didn't want to go too big on that. But the initial part of riding is gear, honestly. And with me having zero experience, even me having some kind of experience, I hear people say that regardless, it don't matter how long you've been riding for, you should always have gear, let alone a noob. Come on now. Like, it was a no-brainer. I was going to get it, right? And I had a dude explain to me before, a couple years ago, I worked this one job, and he was like, imagine the ground, basically like asphalt or concrete or whatever, as like a cheese grater, and your skin is the cheese if you fall off that bike, And, ever since then, it just kind of made me feel a type of way. So I knew I wanted to be protected, and it's actually amazing, like the whole like biking community. Like even me just riding, like it's only been a week now since, I got my bike and everything, and just going to the shop that I went to pick up my gear. Like the guys are so friendly and helpful, even with me being a beginner and everything like that, it's not like they're trying to just diss me off or something, just like brush me off because I'm new or something, they're actually like helpful. And well, when I was telling them how much I spent on gear, they thought it was, a bit much, right? So honestly, it might be too much. It might not be enough, but I feel like this is going to be a good starting point for someone that is thinking about getting into riding or riding now, don't have the full equipment. Because mind you, I wasn't trying to start off like if the price of gear and everything like that, like it's not cheap, and I know that. So I was definitely trying to stay on a budget, right? That $1,000 was kind of like my goal. That was kind of like what I had budgeted for. And I mean, when it comes down to it, you can take a pretty cheap route. I mean, there was a $70 helmet I could have got that was DOT. I think it was ECE rated as well. I could have went down that route, everything else being cheap, things like that. But man, just starting out on the bike, I literally have no guidance, no one in my life that has a bike or can give me some pointers or anything like that. Man, I don't even care. I probably look goofy out there because I got like the padded stuff, but I'm just gonna break everything down, top to bottom, prices, everything like that, just so you can get kind of idea of what I was thinking, really. And so I got everything. I'm sure, people probably heard of RevZilla. That's like the main like shop I guess people go to. And they have like a sister brand. They have like two other sister brands. It's weird. But the one, Cycle Gear, there's a Cycle Gear, that's pretty close to me. So that's why I chose that route. And so just starting off, if you want to shop at Cycle Gear, there's like a membership. Okay. And I was debating, they had like their perks, everything like this. It's $40. So right off the rip, $40. I did it because, it was kind of like the discounts, and you earn like the cash back. And well, when I initially had my cart full, I had a helmet, gear, gloves, all that stuff. It made more sense to buy the $40 yearly membership and then save $60. So really I'd be saving $20, So that's what made me get in the first place. So that's why I'm kind of sticking towards more so of Cycle Gear, because I got their membership. It's kind of smart how they do it, right? So the way I first took it, I usually, when I buy clothes, I'm not the type to try it on. I'm the type to first look at the website, make sure I get free shipping, make sure I get free returns. And I just don't like going to the store with anything. I don't like going to the grocery store. I don't like going to a clothes store, mall. Like I don't know. I don't like going. It just feels like a hassle. Okay, so if I can get it shipped to me, I can try it out at my house at my convenience, give it a wear, see how it is. If I don't like it, I just give it back because it's free returns. And I kind of abuse this with the whole Amazon thing as well. But for this specifically, Cycle Gear, they had free returns. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just go with them. Worst case scenario, I can just return everything. Well, when you do their member program, it's like they give you all this cash, their rewards cash. And I was getting some good deals to begin with, right? But if you have to return something, they don't reimburse you all the way back for your cash. So let's just say, for example, if you spent $100, you get $10 in future cash to use on your next purchase, right? So I spent $100, I got a $10 coupon basically. Now let's say next time I go to shop and I have this $10 coupon. Now I buy another item that's $50, but I use this coupon, so now it's $40. Okay? And now let's say that $50 item that I didn't like, I had to return it. Well, they give me my $40 back, but then they don't give me that $10 reward cash back, if that makes sense. So it's like, if you know you're going to get something, make sure it's, the right size. It fits well. It's the right type of gear. And I think that's where I went wrong, honestly, from doing it online, me trying to take the shortcut route. I think something like this, you have to go inside, because my whole thing was, okay, clothes. I mean, I know what size I am, like from neck to feet, right? A helmet, I knew I wanted to go inside to try on helmets and things like that. But like gloves, jacket, pants, shoes, I know what size I am. But with this, it is a little bit different. Plus the material, you can't really tell in the material. I did a lot of research, just looking at like reviews on different items, how it would protect me, because you got the different levels. There's like a level 1, a level 2 protection, everything like that. Man, I would just go inside, because I had to return a lot of stuff that I went inside anyways, and I returned half the stuff just to buy it all at the store anyways. So that's just starting off. So just starting off with the big one. Number 1, helmet. I think this is something everyone agrees that is mandatory, right? So I went with the Siddiqui Strata 3, and this is like it's a matte gray or black. I can't really tell, but I got that $270, and well, it came with a clear visor, and I'm over there, I'm looking, I'm like, shoot, it low-key be kind of raw if I give me a little, a little tint or something, right? So I was looking at like the dark tint. I was looking at the different colors, because they had like a blue tint. It was like red. But then I seen this mirror one. I'm like, oh, that's nice. And then this dude that was working there, he's like, man, that's the same one I got too. I like it, man. It looks cool. And it was saying how like the black one, when like the sun's directly facing it, you can kind of still see in it. But the mirror one, when the sun's blasting at it, no one can see in it. And I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of cool. So I did add another $40 getting that visor. So $310 in total. I went in, tried it on, everything like that. It fits. A week after, I've been using it. I'm at about like 500 miles now riding. It's cool because I got a new bike and I'm a new rider. So like my bike's mileage is like how many true miles I've ever rode on a bike, so I'm at like 505, I'm pretty sure. And I mean, after that, this helmet's pretty nice. This camera angle, I know, is booty. I got a new chin mount, you want to call it, for my camera, so that is gonna be fixed real soon. It's on the way, but it just takes forever, man. From freaking Canada, these Canadians, man. So that's the helmet. That's starting off. Then this jacket, I paid $130 for the Siddiqui jacket. Pop the picture up so you can see it. This one's nice because it has like shoulder protectors, it has elbow protectors, it has like all this padding or whatever. And this cost me $130, and it was like it's like a true size, it fits right on my hips, and honestly, like, it doesn't come up. It's weird. Like, when I have my arms down, you know how like you can tell something's too small if it's like on someone's hip when you have your arms down, but then you put your arms up and then it like comes up. This jacket doesn't do it. It's like really weird, but it's cool because it's like 2-layered. Mind you, it is cold right now, so I am layering up, but the one layer I'll have to see, when it gets warmer out and everything like that. But the padding, everything like that is cool. $130 for the jacket. I'm pretty satisfied with it. I think I paid a good price for that. My gloves. So this, oh my god, I didn't know gloves were so expensive. Now, when I was looking at gloves, the main thing I was seeing is that they should have like palm sliders. I guess like when someone falls off, obviously your hand is trying to grab the ground first, and it gets caught up because it's not sliding. So then that's how people break their wrists. So I knew palm sliders was kind of like a must. I mean, these gloves are starting at like $80-$90. So what I did, I looked at the women's sizes and I figured, what if I just go up? Now I paid $40 for these ones, okay? And now these ones, I mean, say what you want. I mean, they're all black. Like, no one knows that it's women's, right? And honestly, I mean, they are kind of what you pay for in a sense, but I mean, they get the job done. I feel like it has good protection on it. $40, man, I'm telling you, these gloves are pricey, right? And I heard one dude pay like $120 for some gloves. And me starting out, like, obviously I'm going to upgrade my gear as time goes on and stuff like that. This is all just a foundation, get me through my first year at least, right? That's why I feel like I didn't want to cheap out too much, because usually, I mean, I'm pretty much the type, I like buying quality even if it costs a little bit more up front, because then it saves me in the back end. Because if I would have bought something cheap now, maybe like 75% of what I paid, well, then in a few months I'm just gonna have to get either new ones of those and keep replacing them, or I'm just gonna bite the bullet and get the quality item anyways. So I try to pay somewhat value when I'm looking at this. These $40 gloves, not bad at all. Next, I got these boots. I got these built boots, $100. I mean, they zip up. I heard laces is not something you want to rock with. I think I'm gonna get insoles. I don't have insoles yet, so I'm not including that in the price. But $100 for these boots, I mean, they're really not that bad. I got kind of used to them. They cover the ankle, so safe. Zipper, not much about it. Pants, oh man, I ordered like three or four pairs of pants, man. I couldn't figure out the whole pant situation, and unfortunately I paid $180 for these pants. Now, mind you, I considered having jeans, okay? And I did a lot of research and looking online, and people were saying with jeans, it's basically no good. You might as well just wear shorts at that point, because it literally like rips through it so quick. So I'm like, all right, well, jeans ain't gonna work. I want to get something. And like the prices on these pants, man, I couldn't find the right quality to where if I slid, it's not gonna, go to my skin. I wanted to, do what the pants are for. And I was looking down like dirt pants, the dirt bike pants, and I mean, even those are like 100, 110. I think even the other pair I found was like 150, and it had a little bit of padding on the knees. Well, when I went inside, the dude was like, you're gonna pay $30 more. You're trying to ride dirt pants, the dirt bike pants, and honestly, they're not even good for, you know, if you scrape across like cement or something. So pay the extra 30 bucks, you get these knee protectors. These are CE level 2. So, you know, the whole ranking thing, it's a level 2 versus, I don't know, level 1. So, I mean, that's kind of some kind of peace of mind. And they have pockets, they're comfy, they fit pretty good too. And you know what, 180 for them, whatever. Now, next, I had to get a quad lock. Everybody raves about it. It seems like it's kind of like an industry standard. I just did it. So it was 85 bucks to get the piece that goes in the bike plus the vibrator dampener, whatever it's called. And I actually got a good deal on my case. It's kind of crazy. Amazon had a special or something. All because I seen the cases, they were going for like what, 34, 39 bucks. Mine was only going for 20. I got the old iPhone 12 and I got a discount for it. So I'm like, you know what, screw it. So that's what, 105 altogether for all that. And I wanted to include too, I live in an apartment complex, so I have to leave my bike out in the open, which kind of sucks. But I bought a bike cover off of Amazon. Something to mention, I did pay for it, 13 bucks. I mean, it gets the job done, right? It rained over here, it poured, and well, I mean, it covered it, right? It stayed on, and kind of, that was like the whole purpose of me getting that. Next, now this is kind of optional. I got a camera because, I don't know, I just feel like the whole process of this, I mean, even the channel, you know, just me putting this video out here, it's pretty cool. You know, like the one video I have is me almost getting hit. Like just having that as film, and kind of like a insurance policy, honestly. Like it's not mandatory for someone to get it, but it is a pretty good, you know, insurance policy. And especially when you think people getting like dash cams and everything like that. Like, so I paid like $450 for a camera, a mic, cause man, I be having some thoughts in my head when I be riding, and then you know it kind of goes away. Like, you know, kind of like shower talk, you know, like those shower thoughts you begin and just talking it out loud and stuff. So I paid for that. I paid for the warranty, so that's why it kind of came out a little bit more. It was about $450 total, but it's nice with Best Buy, man, because you can get a warranty, and then, you know, like 2 years down the road, I can give the camera and the mic back, and they'll just give me a gift card for that same value amount, and then I can either buy a new one or do whatever, you know. So that's why I mean, that's a whole nother topic, but I paid $450 for the camera and mic. So all in all, in total, just the gear, so I'm talking helmet, jacket, gloves, boots, and pants, I think that's kind of, you know, mandatory, that was about $760. So I paid $760 to get all that, plus tax. I mean, I don't even know, but $760 retail price, plus $105 for the quad lock, plus my $40 membership, and then plus the 13, plus the $450 for the camera, everything like that. It came out to $1,368. Now with tax, I don't know, maybe I'm at like $1,450. I'm under $1,500. All right, so I'm under $1,500, but that's how much I paid total to get started, to ride a bike. Honestly, as far as the gear, like the helmet, jacket, gloves, boots, pants, I think I paid a pretty good price. $760. I mean, I was looking at this stuff for hours on hours on hours, because I wasn't trying to break the bank, but then I wasn't trying to go, you know, like a pointless buy. Like me buying those dirt bike pants, it was probably going to be useless. If I'm being real, I probably would have wasted $100. If I crashed, I would have slid and it would have did nothing. It would have been about as good as me wearing jeans, almost, you know. So I did bite the bullet, paid a little bit more for a couple things, but all in all, I think $1,500. I don't know. I like to hear what other people pay. You know, am I crazy? Did I overpay? Did I underpay? What did I cut, you know, corners on? I kind of want to hear other people's opinion. But yeah, I just want to be transparent about it. Kind of give somebody like a realistic idea if they don't already know. But yeah, let me know your opinion on it. But yeah, other than that, that's all I got.